Hi everyone, my name is Oscar and I'm a scientist, and today I'm doing a little bit of a special video. Typically I don't do a lot of videos about news, I do more videos about how to do things, particularly in the EB2 NIW green card category. But today I thought it's important to talk about something that just happened, I believe yesterday, with the Visa Bulletin. If a couple of weeks ago I released a video that you can see here on top talking about how in the coming months USCIS is expected to make the process shorter and to work on being more efficient. We have unfortunate news today because it seems that at least temporarily things are going to get a little bit slower. We're going to see to what extent. I don't think it's going to be really, for now at least, terrible. But let's talk about it and see what it is and how it may affect you, the potential applicant for a green card like EB2 NIW. By the way, if you want to know more about this green card category, you can visit my website, eb2niw.info. I leave a link below. And I leave also here a video where you can see how you can qualify for this particular green card, where you can self-petition. You don't need a sponsor and you don't need a lawyer. So let's take a look. I have here open a few websites. Let's take a look at this announcement from February, where USCIS was telling people to apply to switch to unemployment-based categories such as first EB1 or second EB2 categories, among which we can find um, the EB2 NIW categories, because according to them there was an exceptional high number of employment-based immigrant visas available in these categories during the past year, the past fiscal year. And this call actually, it seems that it created an avalanche of applications, and now USCIS may be struggling with processing all that high number of applications. However, we have to say that even though today we have slightly bad news, in general, things are moving faster than they used to. And still the expectation is that things will get better. But let's take a look at the Visa Bulletin. The Visa Bulletin, you can just, let's do it from the beginning. You can type Visa Bulletin in Google, and then you can access this travel.gov website. This is the official website. Always go to official sources. And you can find this publication that is released on a monthly basis by the US government, where you can see how long do you have to wait, depending on what type of green card you're applying for, depending on your nationality. So typically you have the current Visa Bulletin. So for example, right now it would be the November 2022 bulletin, and then you have the upcoming Visa Bulletin that was released, I believe it was yesterday. And this is where the surprise happened. So let's first take a look at November. By the way, if you want to remind yourself how to interpret these Visa Bulletins, I have a video that I leave a link here on top, so you can go and check it out. So today I'm going to go a little bit faster. I go directly to the employment-based preference cases for the Visa Bulletin that is for November, so the current one. And if we're interested in EB2 NIW, that is the second category. And we can see that for all countries except China and India, as usual, those two countries, unfortunately, they have more issues in terms of wait time. All the other countries have a C, which means current. That means that if you are preparing your application, you know that if you're approved, you can immediately adjust your status from whatever visa you are in to the green card, the approved green card petition. It also means that you can submit your I-140 and your adjustment of status, or I-485, concurrently at the same time. If you want to know more about the difference between filing separately or concurrently together, you can access this video that I leave here in the corner. So this was the situation in November. For most people, except those from India and China, they could do this adjustment of status at the same time that they applied for their green card, or if they didn't do it, at least they would get the approval and they would immediately adjust the status. Let's go back and check what happens in December. So in December, if we go to employment-based green card categories, we go to final action dates. By the way, there are always two tables, final action dates and dates for filing. And we can talk briefly in a second about which one we have to use. So if we take a look now at this table, we see a difference. And the difference is that there is a date in all the columns, not only for China and India. All the other columns, they don't have a C. For current, they have November 1st, 2022. If we go to the other table that I mentioned, it's very similar, but they have, instead of a current, they have December 1st, 2022. If you want to know which one of the two tables you have to look at, then you have to open this link here. And here it tells you, okay, next month's adjustment of status filing charts. For employment-based preference filing, you must use dates for filing chart. So we go back. So that's this table that we were looking at right now. So what is the implication of this? The implication of this is just a slight implication. It's not a terrible situation for now. We hope that it doesn't snowball into something bigger. But what it means is that if today you are not from China and India and you're submitting your I-140, you cannot do a concurrent application. You cannot submit both the I-140 and the I-485 at the same time, because you would be in December and there's no way that your I-140 was submitted before December, right? This is, I think it's pretty straightforward. Let's fast forward to December, which is the month of this Visa Bulletin I have open. You submit your I-140, but you cannot do adjustment of status because you didn't submit your I-140 before December 1st. Now, it's a slight change because theoretically, if this is maintained to the following month, hopefully things they don't get worse, and hopefully in 1 month you will be able to then send your adjustment of status if you wanted to do it so soon. But remember that it's not mandatory to do it at the same time. You can also wait for a few months to get the response from USCIS to your I-140 petition and then do the adjustment of status. So, like I said, this is not a terrible change. It's just a slight change, and we hope this doesn't signal that things will go in this direction now. We hope it's just a temporary slowdown that USCIS is saying, okay, let's stop accepting adjustment of status right now, and at least for these very recent cases, they keep accepting everything from the previous months, of course. But let's just hope that they are taking a break here to catch up and then come back and have the next Visa Bulletin showing a C for current, like it used to be for EB2 and particularly EB2 NIW, which is part of this EB2. So I hope this is clear. If it's not clear, please leave me a comment below and we'll discuss a little bit more. And good luck to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to visit my website, eb2niw.info, where I just uploaded some new information about adjustment of status, precisely the topic that I'm covering today. All right, see you in the next video.